So, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about the bottom 5 characters in this game. But here's the thing. Um, Before I get into it, let me just say this real quick. Before you mention, like, oh, where's this character? I'm going to put a little honorable mention at the end before number 1 to start off. And for second, um, this game took the Tekken 5 route of everybody being pretty strong. So I can't, like, literally put a objective top 5 worst characters, right? So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick 5 characters I believe are weak. So let's just get straight into this. Now, for number 5, I have Xiaoyu, and I think some people are gonna be like, "What the hell are you talking about? She's so annoying." But here's the thing: annoying and weak can coexist. For example, Eddie was bottom 1 in season 1, and he is, like, at least in my opinion, he was bottom 1. He was really fucking weak. Um, but the thing is, he was still kind of annoying. Same thing with Xiaoyu. Although I don't believe she's annoying, I actually believe that she's quite an easy matchup. Unless you fight like a Xiaoyu specialist that completely maximizes her, that she's kind of annoying. Like, then to me, she actually is annoying. But here's the thing. Why do I say she's not that strong? So to start off, let's just go to some of her nerfs. This move used to be +5, I believe. Now it's neutral. Let me just bring out a season 1 move. People like to complain about this move, but it's actually sidesteppable in between the 3 hits right there. I believe to the right. I could be wrong on that, but I know it's sidesteppable to one of the sides. I just don't remember which one. I haven't really fought many Xiaoyus who have been using this move anymore. I think a lot of them caught on that it's not that strong. Um, I will say the one thing that she has that I completely think is bullshit, like one of the best things ever, this Heat Smash, the back turn one. And it's mainly for this reason right here. Let me show you. It shouldn't lead to a mix-up on hit. That, like this is insane, But yeah, I think that she's weak mainly due to her Oki nerf. So the way that Oki works now is a lot of things just won't even function the way that they used to. They could just get up or back roll. They can. The way Oki works, not just in Tekken 8, but in Season 2 in specific. In Tekken 8, she still had some decent stuff, but in Season 2, they completely gutted her Oki. It's dog shit now. She can't really do any tricks anymore. She's pretty straightforward now, considering that. And also, just a small nerf. Why the fuck did they? This move right here is fucking dog shit now. I believe it's fast. I could be wrong, but someone correct me if I'm wrong on this. But I believe it's faster now. But the difference is it doesn't give you any launch now, which in my opinion is like, it's not even worth it anymore. I mean, look at it. It's minus 26 on block for not much damage. Well, considering you used to get a full launcher. But yeah, that's basically all I gotta say for Xiaoyu section. I really just think that she's weak. Also, yes, AOP's strong, but I mean, like, Zafina has something like it, just better anyway. So, yeah. An interesting character who's not fully bad. I mean, his poking is pretty good, but in a game where poking is a bit nerfed, it still counts. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't count as much. But another issue is that Jack has some really awful frames. Now, don't get me wrong. He at the start of season 2, he had some bullshit like make some noise, and it's still pretty good, but it's not. It's nowhere near as bullshit as it was. But he also has this right here. And there's no way you can talk bad about this move. There's really no way to defend it. He has a 10 frame heat smash. Now that is incredible. 50 damage off a 10 frame. But after that, I mean, besides that, all his frames are pretty dog shit. Like, seriously. His poking's good, and that's about it that I'd say. And some of his stance stuff is fine, like his Gamma Howl where he absorbs the damage. But like overall, I wouldn't say he's um, ever gonna be top tier in the state he's in unless everybody comes down to his level because buffing him, I think, would just really annoy people because nobody really knows this guy's matchup like that. If I'm being honest. So I think that instead people should just get nerfed down to his level, so there's not another make some noise situation. I don't think he necessarily needs buffs. But also, his down forward 1 is the worst one in the game, I believe, at minus 14. Yes, it has some good reach, but holy shit, minus 14 is atrocious for down forward 2. I think I said down forward 1 earlier, but I meant down forward 2. Quickly, I just want to mention also, Jack's grab is so fucking nerfed because of the Oki change. This right here was incredible. It was so much damage, and I believe it was guaranteed. Now because of the Oki change, you just hold down back and you're fine. And not just are you fine, look at the frame difference. Minus 70 on block. This move turns into pure dog shit now. So throwing this out against a smart player is life and death, you know? But yeah. The rest of this list, you can quite literally just put them anywhere, and I think that you can make a valid reason, you can make a valid case as to why they're there, compared to the rest of them. But here's the thing. I'm going to put Lee at number 4. So why am I putting Lee at number 4? Well, I originally thought that he was bottom 1, but the more I've played with him, I've been thinking, yes, he's much worse than he was in Season 1. However, here, his new heat moves aren't all that bad. They're kind of stupid and kind of make him a little brain dead, but they're not that bad. So now he has down 4 3+4, which is completely tracking, by the way. Yes, it's neutral on block, though. It's not plus on block. But it is completely tracking. It gives you a guaranteed follow-up. Oh. There. So, it is pretty strong. But it's not God tier. His other heat move, down 1+2, is +6, but it is completely sidesteppable, or sidewalk to the left. Sidewalk it to the left, and this move gets destroyed. So it's not as bad. But why? So why is he here if his heat moves are just good, but they're not, busted? I mean, he still does have a 11 frame counter hit launcher, right? I mean, it's got to count for something here. I mean, there. I mean, it's very strong. And while his wall standing 2 got completely gutted, and so did a lot of his other things due to the reach, they're not straight up bad either. I mean, this is still only minus 13. His slide does still suck, though. Fuck his slide, man. His slide is so dog shit compared to the Tekken 7 version. Why the fuck am I dropping it? It's because I'm trying to get it on block, so I'm trying to go as fast as possible. There. It's still launch punishable. One thing I do want to mention is he does have his own version of Brian's quarter circle back 1. It's just not as good, but he still has it. I mean, it's decent. Again, there's quite literally no bad characters in this game. Looking at it, Lee is still one of the worst characters, though, by far. He doesn't really compete with a majority of the characters, but his wall game is still phenomenal. But overall, the reason he's here is he's just a much worse version of Season 1 Lee. You can't be better than a version of you who's nerfed heavily. Some people say that he's not that bad, but it's low tier. But I don't see how a character who was already bottom 15 or so is better after all the nerfs he received. And some of them, I believe he got his damage back. I believe back 4, or it was 4-4-3, something like that. I forgot what the last patch note was, but yeah. Now, earlier I mentioned how there's going to be a character who's annoying to fight, and how weak and annoying can coexist. After I spoke about Xiaoyu, I said there would be another one, and here he is. It's Deviljin. Now people will be like, what, this is the most skillful character ever? And honestly, I think that's a bit bullshit. I mean, Deviljin in this game is pretty fucking... Not only is he easy, but he's just really annoying to fight with. Now, once you get higher ranks, then I guess you could say hard. Like, once you start getting into, like, Tekken God and higher, he's probably hard. But up until then, this character is pretty brain dead. Because people are just going to fall for some shitty moves like back 3 and up 4, which is... Up 4 is still a pretty great panic tool, but on block, holy shit, they nerfed this move hard. As opposed to the Tekken 7 version. But again, I'm not saying back 3 is broken or anything, but it's like, this move here... can be quite annoying, and especially if you have a heat engager, you take, like, if you're in heat, you take no risks with this move. But let's talk about his broken shit. His new hell sweep is really fucking stupid, right? Sorry, I just got carried away by the electric. His new hell sweep is very strong. It does a lot of damage, and I mean, he still has an electric. He still has a demon paw. Up forward 4 is a pretty good heat engager, I'd say. I mean, it's nothing crazy, right? I mean, but why am I dropping all my electrics right now? Like, I think he's quite underrated. Back 1+2, I've seen some people say it's ass. I disagree. Yes, you can sidewalk this shit to the right, but it's really not all that bad. It's still +7 on hit, and what is it? +3 on block. Now, if you use it right at the right times, then it's not that bad. Of course, if you're just throwing this shit out there, of course it's gonna be awful, right? You can't just keep doing this over and over and over and over and over. Um, and yes, down forward 1 is pretty awful because it's -6. But at the same time, actually, no, I don't know if I'd even call this thing awful, because yes, it kind of slows you down a lot. But both options wall splat. Um, and this one on counter hit gives great damage, right? And just leads to mix up here. I mean, it's honestly really not that bad. Um, and not to mention, he has a heat smash. Oh, why am I? Okay, there. I don't like it fucking that up. He has a heat smash, which is unblockable. Why? I don't know. And some people will be like, just duck it, but it's not that simple. Also, um, I just realized you can use it more than once now. What the hell? So they buffed it as well. Unblockable heat smash. Now again, people say just duck it, but I don't think it's as simple as that, because you also have to be worried about his other stuff, right? You have to be worried about this. You have to be worried about this. It's not just as simple as duck it, because it's quite. I mean, honestly, for an unblockable 20 frames, it's pretty quick. Um, and then of course he just has the regular version with no heat, which is whatever. I mean, it's neutral on block, or sorry, on hit. But it does an okay amount of damage for an unblockable, I guess. Actually, no, it's pretty weak, but I guess it does its job. It's, you know, he doesn't have any lows off this stance, but I don't think it really hurts him, um, because of how the options in this stance can be. Now again, I'm not trying to say Devil Jin is some secret top tier. I'm just saying he's not the worst character in history like some Devil Jin mains are trying to make him out to be. He's still a strong character. He just has some shortcomings. That's all. Now, for honorable mentions, um, here's the thing. A lot of these characters could honestly go here because everybody is so tightly close in the tier list, I'd say, for the most part. So here's a few characters I think could go here. I really don't think Eddie's all that strong. Maybe he's slightly better than Season 1, but I still don't think he's all that. Season 1, he was bottom 1 to me, honestly, but I only didn't put him here because since he's such a 50-50 based character, you could luck out with Eddie. Another character I don't think is that strong is Paul, but I don't think Paul is eligible for this list. I'm just saying I don't think he's all that strong. But I wouldn't say he's bottom 5. I see some people say Azucena in tier list, but I don't quite understand anything about her because I haven't played her since Season 1, so I don't know what they changed with her in Season 2 at all. I haven't fought anybody who played her, so I'm not going to talk about her at all. I don't want to talk about characters I don't know anything about. For Kuma, I just quickly want to mention I don't know. I don't know if I'd put him here like bottom 5, but I would want to just say quickly, he's definitely not top tier like some people are saying anymore. His heat got drastically nerfed. His wall combo is still busted, I'd say, but besides that, I think a lot of it is just matchup issues. But again, you guys, if you don't know, his heat is drastically nerfed now. The +5 frames works now like Dragon Off Sneak 4, where it leaves you so far that it's not even true. Plus frames. And what's it called? His heat smash is now just neutral on block. When I believe before it was plus, it was completely busted. You'd spam your Wind Godfist at wall, then heat smash. And also his Wind Godfist is sort of steppable now too. So I mean, it was steppable in Season 1 as well, but you know. Before I catch a whole bunch of flack for saying this, I think Fahkumram is probably the worst character this season, maybe, but not like for the reason you guys would say maybe Devil Jin or Lee is, because Fahkumram is in complete shit. The thing is with Fahkumram is I want everybody at this guy's level. He lost some things in Tekken 7 that made him bullshit, like his punch parry, for example, or his sweep right here. And I'm not saying these moves necessarily were bullshit, right? But I'm just giving examples. Um, he lost a lot of stuff that made him good, or they're just much nerfed versions of it. Um, so what am I trying to say here? Why is Fahkumram so good. It's just because he's really, really balanced. If everybody was Fahkumram level, this game would be perfect. I'd say that this would be much better than the Tekken 5 approach of everybody being cancerous. Um, and again, some people want to say that Fahkumram is broken because of his reach. Um, yeah, he's got some pretty amazing reach, but at the same time, it's like, be for real, it's at the cost of getting launched, and it's not all that, honestly. This move in specific, people were talking about how you get launched from full screen. If you're really pressing from full screen, getting hit by some shit like this, it's honestly kind of your fault. Not, his install is a bit annoying to me, just because I haven't labbed it much, so I don't quite understand the counterplay. But my friend, he told me that Power Crush kind of just kills everything in this stance. Now, somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that. But I'm talking mainly just without the install part. And I think I said stance earlier. That's not what I meant. Um, but yeah, I think that this character is quite fun, quite fair, and I honestly hope everyone to be like him. Um, and I think this game would be perfect. I've been really enjoying Tekken 8 recently, so yeah. Um, I know some people are going to disagree, but let me know why and who you disagree with, right? I don't want to see just like, oh, you're a fucking idiot, kill yourself or some shit for not putting Devil Jin at the bottom. I want to see some like real, um, you know, explanations here. But yeah, I think this top three you could flip anywhere. The top three you can easily flip anywhere, and I could agree with you. Thank you for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. I hope you have a good rest of your day or night or whatever. And I'm probably gonna make a top 5 strongest. I'd probably make it a top 10. I made this a top 5 weakest, but I'm probably gonna make a top 10 strongest in a day or two. So let me know who you guys think would go on that list. Thank you. And goodbye.